Hey guys, this week's video is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to be reacting to an anime episode. Last week, I reacted to Bleach episode 1, first time ever watching Bleach. If you want to check it out, it's on my page, go give it a look. This time, I'm going to be reacting to the latest episode of Attack on Titan that just came out today. That is Sunday, let me check, February 13th. But it's going to have kind of a twist, or maybe like a little review vibe to it, because I've already read the last part of the manga of Attack on Titan. After the last part of the anime ended, like the midway break or whatever you call it, I couldn't wait. I had to know what was next, and I've had a lot of time to sit and think about the ending and everything like that. I'm not going to spoil anything past this episode, but maybe I can give my take on some of the things that have already happened in the anime. So if you're into that, stick around in this video. Obviously, spoiler alert for the latest episode of Attack on Titan. If you really want me to do more of this stuff, let me know in the comments below and leave a thumbs up if you really enjoyed this video. If you don't know me, my name is Lank. I do lots of reaction videos, lots of gaming content. So if you're into that sort of thing, again, the subscribe button's right there. You might enjoy yourself. With all that nonsense being said, let's check this out. So one thing, obviously, about the anime is that it's in motion compared to a manga where you're just kind of reading still images, which I love anime. By the way, that manga, first manga I've ever read. So, great start to my manga experience. So, obviously Eren's plan, he wants to stop the genocide of his people, which, I mean, it's very admirable, but he's going to genocide a whole planet to stop that. So, it's kind of like fighting fire with fire, like that adage. I guess it makes sense from his point of view, but in my opinion, since we all know the powers of the Founding Titan, and what Eren has been doing, he showed us in the last episode what he's been up to and what the events of history have been happening kind of because of him. You have the power of hindsight. I feel like, I know it's a story, but that's like a different way. I don't know, that's just my opinion. Greatest Attack on Titan opening ever. I will not be taking arguments at this time. I saw a lot of funny things at the start of this last part of the season, this final part of this anime. It was like, you know, on TikTok, me getting ready to defend Eren and everything like that. I wonder where, if that was your mindset, where are you now? Like, where are you thinking now? Are we still defending him? Like, how are we feeling now? That's just such a crazy thing to imagine. Like, if you put yourself in these people's shoes, like seeing, like, the Colossal Titan was a scary thing to begin with. Now there's how many? How many of those things? Enough to trample the whole world is the answer, and that's just crazy. That is Eren's plan, and like I said, Eren has the power of hindsight. He's kind of like us watching this anime, kind of like an outside perspective. I want y'all to think about that for a second. I don't know if that was like, this is the story that the creator chose, but I don't know if that's the route people would actually take. Regardless, especially when you have the power of hindsight and you have the ability to affect the future. I'm kind of downplaying his powers, really. Yo, I get Gabby's a beast with that Kraber, man, but why is she still lugging it around? That's kind of crazy. That's pretty funny. This is something new, like, what is it, like, you know, they talk about now is like manifesting. Have you guys like heard, I'm sure you've heard the phrase now lately about manifesting, stuff like that. The power of the spoken word, you know, you're speaking it into existence. There's a psychological term for it that I'm thinking of and I'm blanking right now. Self-fulfilling prophecy. So basically the people of the world feared this so much that they went the complete opposite way they should have and villainized them and made them hated and evil demons, that they kind of like made them want to do this. Not necessarily want to do this, but like they felt like they were backed into a corner and they had no choice. And again, I keep bringing this up, but I feel like if you have the future basically in your hands, you control it, there's got to be some sort of path that you can take that wouldn't be this. We all want a happy ending, I get. And like, I really like, you know, things that kind of subvert expectations and stuff like that, but again, if you have the power to change the past in order to affect the future, I feel like you could do it any way you want. We know it's the wrong decision to make, But like if you can empathize with, you know, Connie, obviously that's his mom. Like there is no other choice in his mind. Like obviously, like looking at it, we're like, hey, nah, man, that ain't the right move. Like that's a kid, yo. But like that's his mom. I just wonder. I don't know. Would this be geographically speaking? Even if all the Titans in the walls came apart, would they still be able to form a line and trample the world, or would they have to go in sections? And then like you could just move, like they're on this section, so you're like, okay, I'll move over here, and then they start coming this section, and then you just move over here, and then everything's flat, but you're still alive. Dude, that's honestly deep. There is a devil in all of us. God damn. It's kind of a trope, the enemy of my enemy. Did I just see a Titan JoJo's posing? You guys probably aren't going to hear this music, but this song is kind of epic. Damn. Never since Game of Thrones has a character turned out to be so damn useless, and we thought they were going to do something. Am I wrong? I don't think I'm wrong. That is also an alternative to blow up the military bases. I have a few thoughts on that of my own that I'll get into here in a second. Okay, I have a few thoughts, and I'm not like an expert in any field of any kind. I have a degree in psychology. I have a minor in history. I really enjoy history. From my point of view, and again, outside looking in, this is this person's creation. This is just me reading it and generating my own thoughts out of it. If you have this power, this basically you have a nuclear deterrent at your disposal right now. I think that the better solution, instead of trampling the world like Eren wants to do, is a show of force, and then countries will take you seriously. Marley has been kind of a shit country to begin with, you know what I mean? So you get everybody at the table, you get a bunch of different countries at the table, even the country where Mikasa is originally from, and you have bargaining tools now. Now you can negotiate, now you can say, hey, y'all need to cut it out. First of all, you need to stop treating our people over there terribly. Bring them over here, whatever. But now we're a serious, you know, global entity. Look at, we have a basic example in our world as it is now. We have the UN. You know, everybody comes to the table, they sit down and they negotiate, they talk. There's a lot of situations going on right now where people of equal lesser powers are still in communication, negotiating. They have a lot of power at their disposal, but they also don't want to risk it all. And there's a thing in our current world that started in the Cold War. It's MAAD, mutually assured destruction. What that means is, you blow us up, we're going to blow you up. That's kind of like what I'm thinking that like would have been a better alternative. Maybe a show of force. Maybe you do go destroy the military bases, say, hey, y'all ain't stopping this, but we don't want to do this. We don't want to repeat your mistakes. We don't want to repeat the mistakes of our people's past. And you work on something. Maybe you get them to negotiate, because honestly, they're at a deficit right now with their army and their military. And you basically hold all the cards. Literally, you could, if you wanted, to destroy the world. There's never going to be true peace, just like in our world, unfortunately, there's never going to be true peace. It's a chance for your country, your people, to get started, to have a future. Because that's really what Eren, at the end of the day, wanted, right? He wanted a future. I don't know. I have a lot to say about this wartime strategy here, I think. It's not really a knock or anything like that. It's just like what like my mind is thinking, like, you know, not criticizing the creation, just like if Eren was a real person, criticizing his train of thought, I guess. What do you guys think? I've been wanting to talk about this for a really long time. I've had a lot to say about like this whole thing. Like when the anime completely ends, I'll probably make another video, talk more about it. But yeah, I'm glad I can finally actually kind of just express it. And I don't want to come off as like, oh yeah, I read the manga. I couldn't wait. And I've been quiet ever since. I was like, no, like, like, you know, I read the manga, I'm superior. But with that being said, I kind of want to get into more mangas. I've been thinking, because I'm impatient as well, I want to watch One Piece. One Piece. I've been obsessed with One Piece. I want to read One Punch Man manga, because I'm impatient. I want that anime to come out, but it's taking forever. Do you guys have any suggestions for manga I can read? Do you guys like this kind of format of the video where I kind of, I react to it, but I also kind of talk more about it and give more of my thoughts? Let me know in the comments below. If you guys made it this far, I really appreciate you guys. Consider hitting the comments and letting me know some mangas I can read. Let me know your thoughts on this episode, even if you haven't read the manga. Let me know your thoughts on this episode, what you're thinking. I'd love to know if this is like, your first time into this situation, like you haven't read the manga, you've just been watching with the anime. Let me know. I'm really curious as to what you think, what's going on in your head, because maybe I can like relate to that when I was first reading the manga. But again, if you liked the video, leave a thumbs up. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed the content, and I'll see you guys next time.